And there we are, chat. Hello. How's it going? I am trying to adjust the microphone real quick. It's not working out too well. There we go. Finally loosened it. There we go. That's not better. How about that? That looks like it'll work. Just trying to get it in the... Oh, shit, that might have broken it. Best position I can. Ugh, this fucking mic stand, guys. Oh, man. Hold on. Nope. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're back, chat. We're back. We're back, and we are ready, and we're going to get it, and we're going to have fun today. We're going to have fun today, chat. How you doing? How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well. I am ready to have some fun. I think we should be good. The audio mix should be good. Everything setting-wise should be good. So we are getting ready to play our new series that we're going to be streaming every Friday night. And it would be, as the title gives away and as this screen gives away, we're doing Vice City Wrestling. So this is actually a series that I was thinking about putting up on YouTube, and I was thinking about starting it a long time ago. And when I say a long time ago, chat, I mean like March, when the game first came out, is when I started planning this. So it's been in the works for a while. My dog has the zoomies around the apartment right now. I'm sorry. You guys can probably hear that. Oh man, she is really zooming there. But we're doing Vice City Wrestling. This is something that I have wanted to do for a while, and what it is going to be is it's going to be a 2020 company that's a throwback to the old 80s WWF style. I know you can't see it right now, but rocking a retro WrestleMania t-shirt for the stream today. Felt appropriate. Saw it at Target, was like $13, and I was like, hell yeah. Love that. But retro fits with the vibe we got going on my channel and the Vice City Wrestling and the product, the old WWF product. Kind of what we're going for here, the larger-than-life characters and things like that. So if we go to the actual, where is it, product, we're doing the family-friendly pro wrestling, which is, my goodness, she's got the zoomies. It's that classic 80s style WWF wrestling, larger-than-life, colorful characters, simple matches, interviews, easy to follow angles that add drama, and this is something that I actually think I will struggle with because I don't usually book like this. We're going to try to really make it like that. We're going to do the easy angles, things like that. Man, she's going nuts, chat. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's going nuts back there. I was debating between going with the family-friendly pro wrestling and going with the episodic entertainment because that's another route I wanted to go with this. Kind of a spiritual successor to Lucha Underground, a hybrid between the two of Lucha Underground style of presentation with the WWF style of wrestling. So this was what we went with. And I think that in the end, it might be a nice little refreshing change of pace. I don't really see a lot of people doing this style on TEW, making content, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So I have, oh man, roster's not a secret anymore since you can see it all on this screen almost. But we have 36 active wrestlers. I went ahead and set up the mod already, got my whole roster here, planned it out and everything. I was really excited for this one, so we're gonna do it right, chat. We're gonna do it right. Creative, no one's debuted yet, so it's not gonna tell me via creative what everyone is. We have the Vice City Heavyweight Championship and the Vice City Tag Team Championships. Those are the championships we are rolling with. I'm trying to figure out what else I can really show you guys without spoiling anything. We don't have any storylines yet. We're not really starting anything. We have $510,000. We started as a small size company, so we have 40 popularity everywhere in the United States. That's just kind of what I don't know. That's how I wanted to start it, because I wanted to have a TV deal and be able to make weekly television without needing to do like YouTube or something like that. I wanted the gameplay aspect of it to be kind of easier so that we can focus on the style and capturing that WWF style nostalgia and big characters, things like that. That was what I wanted to focus to more beyond. So we do have a deal with Destination America for 3 months for the early evening time slot, which I feel like is a good time slot for the show. That's another thing. I wanted to always do prime time or earlier with the show. So even though like later times might be more favorable in terms of minimum quality or viewership, I always want to go with the earlier ones since it is kind of the WWF style. We got 40% of the revenue for it. Our player character, we're playing as Stephen Amell, just because I wanted to go with one of the user characters that was already built into the mod, and it was either Stephen Amell or Jason Momoa, and I'm not really going to use either of them. They're just going to kind of be backseat characters that it's just coincidental that I am this character. So I figured, I'm going to move that down. Yeah, alright, that's going to stay there then, I guess. It's just kind of inconsequential, whichever user character I picked, so I just went with Stephen Amell, because he's the more linked to wrestling of the two, since he has had the match at All Out, and he did the program, I think, with Cody in WWE also. Jason Momoa, to my knowledge, has never been a wrestling person. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. I haven't seen him in any wrestling-related stuff. So we have our first television show in 6 days, so we're going to start simulating towards then. A couple things that are noteworthy so far. We're playing its present day. It is in October 2020. So as close to a real-world current mod as I could get. And what else? Oh, yeah. Mauro Ranallo. I was going to sign Mauro Ranallo to be my commentator since he and WWE parted ways, but as soon as I made him an offer, WWE signed him. So we're not going to be able to have Mauro Ranallo like I had hoped, because originally the commentary team, I didn't set announcers, I just realized that. The commentary team originally was going to be Mauro Ranallo and Jim Cornette, and I feel like that would have been a really good pairing. Whenever I do commentary teams in TEW, I always think about the real-life pairing and the implications of that as opposed to just like stats in the game or optimizing it for the game. I always kind of think of real life, what I would like to see, who I would like to hear together, what I think would be interesting. So I thought Mauro and Jim Cornette would have been a really nice kind of contrast that would have been really good for the viewer. Man, ads. Gotta skip this ad. Ads in my music. Huh. Oh boy. Grinds my gears, chat. It completely brought me off my tangent also. But basically, we weren't able to sign Mauro Ranallo, so instead I went with my old, faithful, trusty, reliable guy that I always sign as a commentator, Matt Stryker. So we have Matt Stryker and Jim Cornette. I feel like they will really complement each other well. Marco Stunt hired by the NWA. Interesting. We almost brought in Marco Stunt, but I had some other plans, so we didn't bring in Marco Stunt. But that's okay. We don't need Marco Stunt. I got a big water. Big water this time, chat. So hopefully I won't have to go fill up my water at all during this stream. Should be a good one. Also, I downloaded this. This is the Real World Chronicles mod by Questlove, and I downloaded right next to it. There was a Real World Chronicles picture pack for the Questlove mod, and it says it's compatible. And it's not fully compatible. There's a bunch of worker ones that don't line up, so that sucks. Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson both got released from the NWA. So they released the Rock and Roll Express to reduce the roster size, but they're also bringing in new talent because they signed Marco Stunt. Villain Enterprises loses PCO. Is PCO still with them? Yeah, he's a written exclusive. Was thinking about getting Villain Enterprises, but we didn't get Villain Enterprises. Akam and Razor are free agents, which I love in this mod. So Akam and Razor, don't be surprised if you see them in Vice City Wrestling. But we are 3 days away now from our first television show. Oh boy, chat. Can't wait. I should have really done this simulation off screen so that, the first 15 minutes of this wouldn't have any actual gameplay. Did not plan that well. Oh, I forgot to send out tweets that I'm live. I'm supposed to always do that, and I didn't. I apologize, chat. Typing up the tweet right now. Twitch.tv/Nolan is rolling. And let me just go grab the YouTube link real quick. Yeah, no one's watching right now, so we're good. No one's caring that we're doing this. It's fine. Post the YouTube link. Alright, and the tweet is live, so we are officially live streaming. Hell yeah, boys. Let's see. Kenny King comments upset ROH. Vampiro has an offer. Riz Arhard by MLW. Man, I feel like I'm giving away the roster slowly and just piece by piece just from my emails. Well, at least you guys just know my short list, I guess. Since that's what it would be in reference to, all those things. Stream quality's good, chat. Running at FPS. 60 FPS. Performance notices. Stream quality is good. I tried to schedule the stream so I could make the latency lower, but for some reason it wouldn't let me start it from the schedule screen, so that sucked. But that's how it goes. If the latency's not perfect, that's fine. You know, the game doesn't run super fast. Should I just make an obscene offer for Brock Lesnar? Oh, too small, obviously. I should have realized that one. But Rey Mysterio over Brock Lesnar? Is it because he just has more worldwide popularity than Brock Lesnar? Because I feel like Brock should have, like, he's super over in America, not as over in Mexico. Brock should definitely be the top story, not Rey. That's weird, because usually it does the more popular workers up top. Another thing to add is it will be a male-only company, just an executive decision I made, because I know more male wrestlers and can better assess their gimmicks and come up with them and book them, and it makes it a lot easier for me to do. So, that's why. Mike Bennett. Fine form for the show, keeping everyone in a great mood with hilarious road stories. Created a relaxed and happy atmosphere, which is always what you want before your first show. The workers to be relaxed and happy. Mike Bennett has the professional personality and is currently very happy. So Mike Bennett is another member of my roster. Ooh, absent workers. Maria Kanellis is on maternity leave. Obviously, Maria Kanellis wouldn't be here. But obviously, we signed her if we have Mike Bennett. We're expecting how many people? 240? Yikes. Okay, so let's see. Venues that have 500 seats or less in the Southeast region. Center Stage, Full Sail, Highlands. Yeah, we're going to go with Center Stage. But Center Stage is in Georgia. We're going to go with the Melbourne Auditorium just because it is in Florida. And with Vice City, we want to try to keep it in Florida a little bit. Okay. So if you're just joining, we are doing VCW, which is my new TEW mod. It is Vice City Wrestling. The product is going to be modeled after like 80s WWF style, where it's the showmanship, the huge characters, and we're doing that in the year 2020. Seeing if it'll work and trying to have some fun with it. So this is our very first show. Booking analysis, we just need one storytelling match. Matches have to go 10 minutes to be world class. We are going to have, geez, how many people is that? 8? 7-way? That's the biggest match we can have. No, it's 8, definitely. Is it? Because this says 7, that says 7, that says 7, that says 7. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could have a 10-man match. That's not what we're going to do. We will have a 4-way dance main event. I haven't even looked at the recommended pushes for everyone. So we went really hard on the tag team division, and tag teams will get a huge push here. Outside of tag teams, we don't have a lot of huge stars. So I don't know who exactly we're going to push. Who's going to be the first World's Champion? Orange Cassidy is our biggest face star that's not in a tag team. Oh no, Heath Slater's there. Heath Slater, baby. So we're going to have Slater and Orange Cassidy in the main event. With heels Pope and Eric Young. Pope and Eric Young or Pentagon Jr. I really want to put the title on Pentagon Jr. So we're going to do Eric Young and Pentagon Jr. I'll be very happy having Pentagon Jr. be the first world champion here. Pentagon Jr. Open match. Slowly build it for the Vice City Heavyweight Championship. Put one of my best road agents on it. We'll do Dave Finley. Love me some Dave Finley. We will make a tag team match for the first ever. Oh, I didn't set up tag teams yet. Oops, that's something we gotta do. Hee stupid me. AOP. Fear the Revolt. We're just gonna have them still be hashtag FTR. Add team. Why does this Cash Wheeler not have a photo? Or Dax Hardwood doesn't have the photo, I guess. The Good Brothers. Add them. More teams. Myers and Matthews are going to be a unit. Add team. Let's see. Who else do we got? The AOP. They're not going to be the Authors of Pain anymore. The Assyrian Portal. Yeah, throwback to the NWA series, getting the Assyrian Portal back in here. The Vaudevillains. I'm going to keep them as the Vaudevillains just because I think it's a fun gimmick and name. The Von Erichs. Have to bring them in. They're the Von Erichs. The Rock and Roll Express. Add team. And then our last team, we need a new name for the Authors of Pain. They're going to be a permanent unit. Last chapter. Gotta think of a name for them real quick. I'm just going to name them Reckoning. And their finisher will be... What would a good finisher for the Reckoning be? Instead of the final chapter, it'll be... The Fall of Man. That's what it'll be. Just cause, why not? Now Dax Hardwood, since he doesn't have a picture, needs to get a picture. That's Cash Wheeler and Casey McKnight. Oh man. Dax. David Hardwood. Oh, brother. What's his name gonna be? What was his name in WWE? Dawson? Scott Dawson. We'll roll with this one. No alter ego necessary. So, okay. Now we will have... Did we just go hard with a 4-way tag team match to start it? 2 4-way matches, though? I feel like that's too much. We're going to have a hell of a tag team division here. Ooh. Just don't even build to the dream match. Just have it on the very first show. FTR versus the Rock and Roll Express. Slow build. I could probably have them call it in the ring, can't I? Because these guys have great psychology. They're the Rock and Roll Express. And yeah, we might be able to. I'm going to turn it into a spectacle, too. That should help boost it a little bit. And I have no doubts that this could be a spectacle match for the Vice City Tag Team Championships, the very first one. Ooh, too long a match for Ricky Morton. Ricky Morton's got to tough it out. I now realized looking at that I did not put my announcers in yet. So we're going to have Jim Cornette and Matt Stryker. Save. Did it save? Yeah, okay, cool. Now we got to go back here, put them in. Jim Cornette, Matt Stryker, and Jim Cornette with Matt Stryker. We're doing it anyways. Ricky Morton is going to have to live through this match. So, in the main event, we have Slater, Cassidy, Young, and Pentagon Jr. for the world title. Now, we do have an hour and a half for each of these shows, so I guess I would only have one more match that I'm able to book. Oh man, that makes it kind of difficult. Who else gets to be on the debut episode? Who else gets to be on the debut episode? Should we book like... we need to import matches here. There's not a lot of match types there. From Real World Chronicles, Killing the Business, match types, yeah. Select all, import. Already in use. Oh, do I have to like go through and? I'm so lost. Am I just any must be default? No. Any type. There we go. Cool. I was really tripping as to why I wasn't seeing everything. So, chat, if you're just joining us, we are in episode 1 of Vice City Wrestling. It is a throwback to the old WWF style in 2020. So we're going to have the large, over-the-top characters, the simple matches, and the simple angles. I'm very excited about this. It should be a really, really fun one. We're going to do a 10-man battle royal to start the show, I guess. No, I feel like that's a dumb idea. Is it a dumb idea, chat? I don't know. Exclude our booked workers. We're going to have Ziggy Dice, Warhorse, Tim Storm, Mike Bennett, Grado, Colin Delaney, Ben Carter, Austin Gunn, Dan the Dad, Famous B are all going to be in this match, and it is going to be won by who, chat? Probably Mike Bennett. That would make the most sense. He is probably the biggest star in this match. We're going to have them be in there with an open match, tell a story, and Victor up here is going to be Mike Bennett. So what will that mean for Mike Bennett? I don't know. I didn't think about it yet. Jim Cornette, Matt Stryker. Oh, did I only sign... I only signed for events, didn't I? Not television. Man, this is falling apart. This is why I don't do things live often. Oh man, I'm not doing well. How you enjoying it, chat? Are you guys enjoying this? This is going to be to... Why did I do storytelling? It's got to be work the crowd. And then I guess this match has to be the storytelling match. You know what? No, we're not going to have the world title match on the first show. We're going to end it with the tag team title. We can't have 2 title matches on the first show. That's what I'm going to say. So the FTR and Rock and Roll match will happen next week. But to start it, we will have FTR versus a face tag team of the Von Erichs. That'll be a good match for the Von Erichs, help get them over a little bit. This one will be the storytelling match. Cash Wheeler gets the win. Open match, have them tell a story. Then this one doesn't have to be storytelling. It'll be a regular match aim. Add match. Oh wait, why do I... Yeah, okay, yeah. I doubted myself for a second. Shouldn't have doubted myself. We have 66 minutes, so we need at least 20 more minutes of content to proceed. So we are going to say that Dax, Cash, Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton. We're not going to write out the angles like I do in the TEW series. We are just going to use the quick angle maker. We're going to not script anyone. FTR, say, man, they are the best tag team in the world. Are challenged by Rock and Roll Express Week. And we're going to have that be 5 minutes. I don't know how it's going to go 5 minutes, but it's going to go 5 minutes. After the Battle Royal, Mike Bennett gets a microphone. Major success. Mike Bennett talks about his miracle recovery. It's my girlfriend talking to the dog on the couch. I just realized the chat can definitely hear you as I watch the microphone wave. His miracle recovery from... That's good. And release from big company. So we're going to give Mike Bennett a proper introduction to the fans. Get him a hot mic. He can say whatever he wants. Vampiro. Pentagon Jr., Vampiro with the microphone, Pentagon Jr. just with his overness, major success for both of them. Vampiro praises his student, now follower, Pentagon Jr. for his title win. So we're going to keep that rolling. Just because Pentagon Jr.'s English isn't fantastic, and I don't want to have him just flop with the crowd, we paired him with Vampiro. So Vampiro's going to manage Pentagon Jr. because I feel like they're a really good pair together, as Lucha Underground proved. Who else are we going to debut on this episode? Oh, someone outside tooting their horn. Toot your own horn, why don't you, pal? Alexander Hammerstone is going to debut. Says he is the franchise player in VCW. I need to actually go in and edit Alexander Hammerstone's gimmick really quick, because right before the stream I thought about his gimmick and how I wanted to change it. The new franchise. Dominant Swagger? Dominant? We're going to do Dominant for that one. Okay. So, that Hammerstone one is going to go before the main event, because we're going to try to make him a big, big, big star. And then, should I just have Ziggy Dice start the show? Hell yeah, we're going to have Ziggy Dice start the show. First segment, first episode, Ziggy Dice. Zicky. I feel like Zicky Dice would just be the perfect choice for VCW if it were real life. He's just so over the top outlandish. He's the perfect throwback character. Zicky Dice welcomes the audience to the outlandish Vice City live debut. 6 minutes. I just set most angles at 5 minutes because in 2016 that was the threshold to like affect overness and skills and stuff, so it's just become force of habit. That's what I set it at. So this no longer needs to work the crowd, which will be a good thing. I can actually add more road agent notes here since it is this kind of match. We're going to have Ziggy Dice be the runner-up. Other members of the Final Four will be Benjamin Carter and Mr. Warhorse himself. Most eliminations will not be Austin Gunn. They will come at the hands of the Warhorse. Book that match. I'm going to turn the mic input down just a little bit. So hopefully... Actually, I should adjust the mic sensitivity, shouldn't I? Ooh, you guys can see that. We're just going to... Where is it? Here? Yeah. Going to go into my settings really quick. So, just so you guys don't have to see everything that goes on behind the scenes. We're going to device properties and bring it to like there. Lower the sensitivity a bunch. So hopefully that won't be an issue. Hopefully it doesn't pick up too much audio outside of my voice. And we had another ad on YouTube, man. What is going on? So many ads for this open source music. But I really think the music does improve the quality of the stream, so I'm not too upset about it. I was speaking of the music and the quality of the stream. Can you even hear the music? It's so quiet. I just realized on stream it's so quiet. So now we are going to go back to TEW. We're back to it, boys. So I think we're just about ready to run the show. We have 91 minutes. Only running 1 minute over on the debut episode. I want to try to be within 1 minute of the timing instead of like 5 over, 5 under. Try to make it pretty realistic, which is not very realistic to begin with because you're getting this whole block of time. So in reality, this would be a 2-hour program with commercials. So I guess that works. But we're going to start the show, boys. Here we go. And girls. A freestyle segment called Ziggy Dice welcomes the audience to the outlandish Vice City Live debut with Ziggy Dice. It gets a 50. I knew Ziggy Dice would be a great way to start the show, and he was, because he is outlandish. Very good gimmick. Jim Cornette gets a great gimmick. Matt Strikers is adequate. That works for me, chat. If that works for you, that works for me. And now, in a terrible match, Mike Bennett won a Battle Royal in 1533. The other members of the Final Four were Ziggy Dice, Warhorse, and Ben Carter. Ziggy Dice, final elimination. Warhorse got the most eliminations. This got a 35. I wasn't expecting too much out of this one because it is a Battle Royal with a lot of our undercard. I just wanted to get a lot of these guys exposure, their first time really on mainstream TV, at least for us. And so, yeah, I'm happy with the way that match went. It was a little too long for our audience. A 15-minute match? Uh-oh. I might have booked these other matches poorly then. 15 minutes is too long because I know 10 for a world-class score. So we might have to adjust our booking style in the future based off of this. Now, next segment, freestyle segment called Mike Bennett. So Mike Bennett talks about his miracle recovery from addiction and his release from the big company, air quotes, 41. Very happy Mike Bennett won the Battle Royal, and apparently there's no consequences to him winning the Battle Royal. There's nothing good that happens. He just gets the microphone. And we'll go out the crowd hotter. Decent match. FTR defeated the Von Erichs in 1813 when Cash Wheeler pinned Marshall Von Erich with a Shatter Machine. Yeah, match was a little too long given our audience. That kind of sucks. But it went very well overall. Ross Von Erich had a poor gimmick, but other than that, it was very, very, very good. John Barber, the referee, for some reason has an authority figure gimmick. Not sure why that is. Mid-50s for FTR, mid-30s for the Von Erichs. Happy with that, 50 overall. And now, freestyle segment called FTR. Say they're the best tag team in the world. They're challenged by the Rock and Roll Express for next week. So that will be our first tag team title match. Will be the Rock and Roll Express versus FTR. Cash Wheeler and Robert Gibbs. Cash Wheeler and Robert Gibson didn't do well without scripts. 43 for that one. Segment called Hammerstone says he's the franchise player in VCW. The new franchise gimmick gets very good. 38 for him. I'm happy with that. Especially for the debut of Alexander Hammerstone. Oh man, he's a dude that AEW definitely should have grabbed. Hammerstone's a stud. And about that, good wrestling and decent heat. Pentagon Jr. defeats Orange Cassidy, Eric Young, and Heath Slater in 21:43. And Pentagon Jr. pinned Heath Slater with a top rope Styles Clash. I don't know why that's always his finisher in the game. Like, that's not what he uses. I've never seen him use that as a finisher. And it sounds incredibly dangerous. But he's the first Vice City Heavyweight title champion. Vice City Heavyweight champion. I don't know why I said that so weird. Am I reading this right, chat? Orange Cassidy was the best performer in the match. Orange Cassidy is the best worker in the company. Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is the best worker in the company. I don't know how to react to that. I genuinely don't know how to feel about that. Let me know how you feel about that. Orange Cassidy is the best worker. That's kind of dumb. Everyone gets pretty good gimmicks here. At least adequate, if not better. Vampiro, great. Pentagon Jr., great. And Heath Slater, very good. I'm happy with those ones. Second best performer was Pentagon Jr., so our second best worker got the title. Match was too long given our audience. Orange Cassidy benefited from having a hot new move. He doesn't have a hot new move, and I don't believe he is either the flavor of the month. But 53, we're happy with that as our main event for the first show. Vampiro praises his follower, Pentagon Jr., for his title win. 47, happy with that. Vampiro is really good at working well as script. Pentagon Jr. just kind of has to look cool. And it works. It works out perfectly. Happy with that. Finishing the show. Gets a 51. Increased our popularity in 11 regions. Very happy with how that went. And that was Vice City Episode 1. I would say that went very well. Happy with the results there. How do you think that went, chat? Do you think that was an effective first episode of wrestling? Would you have watched that show? Would you have enjoyed that show? Watching Pentagon Jr. win the title. AEW looking at Brock Lesnar. Things are getting interesting. Things are getting very interesting. Oh no, I can't offer him a contract. I was gonna try to see what the current offer was for him, because it's probably ridiculously high. Brock Lesnar offer 0.06 on TV, 47,000 viewers. It's not a lot, but we're getting there. It's better than none. Can say that for sure. Happy with the way that went. And if we look here at the creative screen, our champion is not one of our top 5 wrestlers. 4 of the top 5 are tag teamers, which is good. Dax Hardwood is the primary heel in AEW, and he's part of a tag team. I love that. I love tag team wrestling. Orange Cassidy is our number 1. Next big thing, Warhorse. Wow. Hot prospect, Warhorse, Ben Carter, Marshall Von Erich. That's another thing I wanted to add. I was going to scoop up Tyler Bate and make Tyler Bate like the future of the company, that face that just comes from the bottom to the top. And apparently, it's just in this database. I did turn variants on. It's on medium, so it does vary from the start of the actual database. I could not find anything about it in real life, but apparently, as the database said, Tyler Bate. Actually, let's go pull it up right now. Tyler Bate. You are reminded that Tyler Bate is currently considered toxic following a scandal after being recorded using pro-Nazi imagery and language. Having him on your roster will affect your attendance levels and sponsorship revenue. So apparently, Tyler Bate in this mod is a Nazi. I did not see that one coming. But I saw that and was like, what the fuck? So Tyler Bate did not come into the company. And if we go back to creative, initially I wasn't going to bring in Benjamin Carter, but I brought in Benjamin Carter to fill that role that I was going to have Tyler Bate do. But if Warhorse is the next big thing, then apparently Warhorse is going to get that Tyler Bate push. Talk the Talk, Jim Cornette, The Pope, Pentagon Jr., Orange Cassidy, and Heath Slater. Showstoppers. So in terms of in-ring work, it looks like Pentagon Jr. is one of our best workers, which makes me happy. Who's hot? Who's not? Heath Slater's the only one who's not hot, because he was the one that took the pin in the main event. That's funny. I should have had Eric Young take the pin. Who's Patrick Vorso? Burros? Not Vorso. It's just always good to look through here. There's no one that I really, really want. Like, the only one I'd bring out of this is maybe Enzo Amore. Maybe. If he's not on hiatus, so I could bring him in. But I don't really want to. So, we're not going to. Can I make Orange Cassidy? Lacking in star quality. Pentagon Jr. has more star quality. Pope has more star quality. Pentagon Jr. Hickam is a major star by comparison, so he's just not over enough. I don't have anyone that I think can really be the face of the company, so we got to build that. That's what we got to build towards in the future. So now we will simulate to Vice City 2, where the main event will be FTR versus the Rock and Roll Express for the tag team titles. Excited for that one. Man, have we really been streaming for 45 minutes already and only ran one show? Yikes. Mouth started getting a little dry. I'm talking so much. Man, my Overwatch and Call of Duty streams, I don't talk this much. I just gotta be constantly talking here. New Japan go to war with WWE. Oh boy. Oh, WWE's at a lot of wars. WWE and AEW and WWE New Japan. Well, that's interesting. Should we align ourselves with WWE, or at least try? Contact, there it is. Attempt takeover? No, I can't, apparently. So I have to work it through relationships and try to become their developmental company? Maybe? We'll see. If we go to, where is it, relationships, negotiate with AEW, adopt friendly attitude. WWE NXT, adopt friendly attitude. World Wrestling Entertainment. WWE currently have a mildly negative opinion of VCW. Why? The only interaction we had was we tried to sign Mauro Ranallo, who was a free agent, while the WWE was trying to sign him. Now they have a mildly positive. So we have a friendly attitude. Propose. No. Offer to accept workers on excursion. We're in the same region. Offer to accept developmental. Damn it, we're not large enough. That's nuts. Okay. Policy not signed from each other? That would not benefit them at all. I don't know why they would try to do that with me. So, that makes sense. Pentagon Jr., the heavyweight champion. Did it change the prestige at all? No, it's still at 50. Okay. So, I don't know why I just clicked the sim one day button. We need to be simming further than that, chat. We got to get to next Monday. So, the other thing that I wanted to do with this mod is just like Lucha Underground, we're going to have one event a year and just run a constant TV schedule. And just have that one WrestleMania type event. As I said, like at the very beginning, there weren't a lot of people watching, but the product of this, I kind of was torn between somewhere between Lucha Underground and WWF, and I wanted to make it a hybrid style, like the episodic style of Lucha Underground with the product of WWF, but we wound up not fully doing that because I didn't like the way the product was. The preset product in the game. I don't like that they just have a bunch of preset products now. I would like to be able to make a custom product. It was one of the nice novelty features of 2016 that I thought was very beneficial. Made the game a lot better, but I understand why they took it out. Just to try to prevent people from exploiting the game, but I mean, it's a single player game, so who cares if you exploit it just a little bit for your own enjoyment. Oh, sorry, chat. I'm tired for some reason. Mark Jindrak. Why doesn't Mark Jindrak go by Mark Jindrak then? Is his name actually Mark Corleone? I don't think it was. I thought it was Mark Jindrak. That's nuts. Questionable. Questionable. Let's see. Oh, how is this not the biggest story? Brock Lesnar has joined All Elite Wrestling. How much you want to bet he's going to be the champion in like his first or second match? Hot diggity damn. You know Vince is pissed about that one. That's hilarious. I also didn't add anyone from AEW or WWE onto my short list, so I won't really get updates on them. Sorry, dog was chewing on a pillow. We have nice couch pillows. You can't chew on them, little Ellie. She's gonna try to make a cameo on stream. I know it. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. She did last TEW stream. Well, not last one, but last big TEW stream. Will she make one this time? Do you guys want an Ellie cameo? Just let me know. Bro, now she's messing with the blinds. You can see him moving behind me. It's funny. Okada gets a big win, wins the G1. That's pretty nice. Good job, Okada. Okay, those don't really matter to me. We're back to Monday. Here we go. Absent workers. So it's just Maria Kanellis again. Backstage notes. Locker room controls. Metal. I want to metal with Jim Cornette and hopefully Cash Wheeler. Damn, I was really hoping I could make them friends. At some point, I do want Jim Cornette to get involved with FTR. Oh, man. Tag Team View, hashtag FTR versus the Rock and Roll Express in the main event. 14 minutes. Cash Wheeler, open match. Colin in the ring. Does a spectacle need to be like 15 minutes? At least 15 minutes to build the spectacle. Damn it. So what if we have it be like 16 minutes? Will that be too long of a match? Road Agent cannot be a competitor. Robert Gibson. Dave Finlay. Ricky Morton. Ricky Morton's going to have to be in the match because he is part of the Rock and Roll Express. All right. Other matches we're going to add. Exclude our booked workers. Let's look at our faces. Ben Carter, who's currently unimportant by the fans. We're going to have Colin Delaney go in there. He's unimportant. Is Hammerstone? Hammerstone's recognizable, so Hammerstone's going to go in with Delaney and just absolutely fuck him up. Dominate for Hammerstone. Decisive win. That'll be a good match. Got another one going. Oh, we're down to one viewer. Sorry, guys. Guess I wasn't entertaining enough for some people. John Silver, who is a good heel that we can pair up Warhorse with to get him his first singles win. Eric Young, Brian Pillman Jr., Austin Gunn. There we go. Austin Gunn's not over at all. 12 minutes. Warhorse. Open match. Have that work the crowd. 4,000 pounds of heavy metal Warhorse. Another 1v1 match. Famous B. Who are we gonna include? Tim Storm, Zicky Dice. We'll have Tim Storm wrestle Ziggy Dice. No, we'll have Tim Storm wrestle Ziggy Dice wrestle Dan the Dad for 11 minutes. Ziggy Dice, open match. That'll be a good one too. Add another one. Who will be our next debut? I don't know why I'm filtering my gender. It's just force of habit when going through other ones. So I want Brian Pillman Jr. to have a very impressive debut. Or do I want Mike Bennett to get another big win? Yeah, we'll have Mike Bennett get another big win here. Over Grado? No, it's not a big win. No Way Jose? Rich Swann? We'll have him face Tim Storm. Give him the Tim Storm match. Mike Bennett, open match. Then go 13 minutes. So then we're at 65. So we need at least another 20 minutes to go. Warhorse. Microphone. Cornette is disgusted by Warhorse's presence and interviews him post-win. So if you didn't know, Jim Cornette actually does not like Warhorse. I'm not a big fan of Warhorse, but I think he fits the product style. We don't need to script that. So I kind of want to work like a mini angle there between Warhorse and Jim Cornette. Zicky Dice. Outlandish promo from Zicky. Oh man, I can't see the keyboard. It's hard to type when you can't see the keyboard. Zicky Dice, where he claims he will be future champion. The Warhorse promo is still 6 minutes, so I need to go in there and edit that down to 5. Colin, Delaney versus Alexander Hammerstone. Alexander Hammerstone with a microphone. The franchise is 1-0. 1-0. So I think what we're going to do is like a Goldberg style streak with Alexander Hammerstone. Mike Bennett. The Miracle continues. Okay, we need a storytelling match. That'll be Zicky Dice versus Dan the Dad. Have them tell a story. Warhorse and Austin Gunn. Mike Bennett. Should we have them like have an all-out match? Yeah, we'll give them an all-out match. Then I have space for one more angle on the show. And what did I name? Akam and Razor, The Reckoning. Add an angle. Nope, it's gonna be Akam. Is she just sitting by the door? Oh. Her sitting by the door is her new cue that she wants to go out. James Mitchell warns of a reckoning. CKONIG. Coming to VCW. That's going to be based on overness. And then Menace. Microphone. Major success for all involved. So it's just going to be like a quick backstage promo. And just like that, we are at 91 minutes, so we are all filled up. Oh, but I don't have Pentagon Jr. on the show. This makes a tricky situation. We got to go 5 minutes over because we need Vampiro. Champion needs to be on the show. Vampiro is shown training the VCW champion Pentagon Jr. in the Dark Arts. Entertainment. Very Lucha Underground-esque there. So, major issue, 96 minutes. Oh, this didn't change the 5. So that's not going to be after the main event. The Miracle continues. Yeah, we'll put it there. It'll work there. Starts show. So Warhorse beats Austin Gunn, 35. Warhorse gets a 36. Austin Gunn an 18. Good way to start the show. Cornette's disgusted by Warhorse's presence. Interviews him in post. That's supposed to say post-match, right? I don't know what I was typing there. 46 for that one. Cornette struggled to go off script. That's shocking to me. Gets the crowd hotter, though. Terrible match. Zicky Dice defeated Dan the Dad. Zicky gets a 39. Dan the Dad gets a 14. 63 in the promo from Zicky Dice. Zicky is killing it, bro. Zicky is a future star in wrestling. If COVID doesn't happen, Zicky Dice is probably the hottest act in the NWA right now. He is phenomenal. That's a guy. Zicky Dice, that's a guy that I want to see in AEW. That's a dude that they should have built the company around, that they should have picked up as soon as they saw him. Ricky Starks, yeah. Zicky Dice, definitely. I would argue Zicky Dice has more potential than Ricky Starks. I know Ricky Starks is great in the ring. Ricky Starks has the look. Ricky Starks is good on the microphone. I don't like the Stroke Daddy gimmick that he had in NWA. I thought it was dumb as shit. But Zicky Dice, dude, Zicky Dice is a stud. He is the total package. 63 from Zicky. Extremely short match. Hammerstone defeats Colin Delaney. Hammerstone gets a 37. Delaney a 29. 25 for the match. The franchise is 1-0. 43 for that for Hammerstone. James Mitchell warns of a reckoning coming to BCW. It is the Reckoning tag team. They all bombed. Fuck. This gimmick is not over. James Mitchell underperforms in a promo. I doubt that. 47 for that one. And about that, a decent reaction from the crowd. Subpar Wrestling. Mike Bennett defeats Tim Storm. 41. 38 from Tim Storm. 29 for Mike Bennett. What the fuck? Is Mike Bennett not good in the ring? What the fuck? Not expecting that. 32 in the promo from Bennett. He struggled to improvise dialogue. Please don't let it be drugs again. Pentagon Jr. was held back by the language barrier. Wasn't his rated on overness? Did I rate it on something else? What did I rate it on? I don't know. I can't go back and look now, but I'm pretty sure I rated it on something that it shouldn't have factored in the language. 54 for that, regardless. 44 for the tag team title match. FTR, great as always. Rock and Roll get just under 30s for both of them. Match was a little too long given our audience. 16 minutes. Oh man. But it got the crowd buzzing, which is good. 44 for the segment. Happy with that as the title match. 48 for the show. Increased our popularity in 11 regions. Chat, we are getting there. We are building Vice City Wrestling from the ground up. Very happy with the way it's gone so far. Ah, good old water. Love me some water. Alright, and then another thing to note is that since this show is just beginning, I have no plan right now of any storylines, any angles. Probably after this stream, I'm going to sit down and think out like a future plan. But the other thing is with having no events or just one event a year, like you don't really have anything that you're just building to one thing for the entire year. You don't have multiple matches that you're building to for someone. You're building them to one major match a year, which is insane. Austin Gunn has poor psychology. Ziggy Dice doesn't get it. Bro, Shane, baby, what are you talking about? You are the franchise. You should know talent when you see it. Ziggy Dice is a stud. You will not get me to fire him. 45,000 viewers. Did that go down? I feel like my viewership definitely went down. Well, the show quality was lower, wasn't it? 45,047. Ooh. Did not like that. Our finances have been very stable. We're making a ton of sponsorship money. That's why. Because we have a really, really, really sponsor-friendly product. Didn't even think about that. That's literally covering all of our expenses. Is just the sponsorship revenue. Because it's... This right here is roughly 36,000. Lump these all together and be generous and call it 37,000 plus another 35,000. That's very similar. That's awesome that our sponsorship revenue is just carrying the company. So creative, no real changes in creative. I still can't believe Dax Hardwood is number 2. Hidden gems. We're going to blacklist Jesse Cortez just to see if it brings anyone else into the hidden gems. I'm not a fan of Jesse. Sonny Defarge. Nah, I'm good without him, chat. And we will go on to the next show. I plan on booking like 3 or 4 shows over the course of the stream. I think that will be a good number, like a whole month a week, so that way we can get going pretty easily, pretty far. But sometimes I'll book more, sometimes I'll book less. But I think around that 4-week, 4-show mark is good. That's just me. If you guys want more, just let me know. Just let me know. That's all you gotta do. How you enjoying the music, chat? Hopefully you guys are enjoying the music, enjoying the stream. It's been a little quiet tonight. Not a single chat. Not a single chat. A little quiet, but that's okay. Just you guys being here is enough for me. It's good to not just be talking to myself. Oh man, it's fun. It's fun, chat. Chat, any wrestlers you want me to bring in? Anyone in particular you're looking to see on the show? Any ideas for anything? I'm very open and receptive. Very, very open and receptive. It's taking so long to sim. But I guess we are simulating an entire week at a time. As long as nothing happens, it makes it effective and efficient. I still can't believe that this fucking mod has Tyler Bate as a Nazi. I honestly, when I opened it the first time and I looked at it, I was just like, what? Is this real? Is Tyler Bate a Nazi? What the fuck? I couldn't find anything on it. All I could find was an article from last year where someone gave a Nazi salute to Marcel Barthel in NXT. That was it. John Silver claims belt, CZW. And then I guess every so often I can give an update on the real world. Brock Lesnar leaves WWE and officially joins AEW. Bonkers. We finished second in the Southeast region in battles this month. Mike Rotunda and Elias Sam. Oh, fuck, chat. Oh, fuck. JoJo cheats on Bray Wyatt with Elias. Yikes. That's... Ooh, that's awkward. That's awkward. Covering for Rocky Romero. Oh, man. I just want to see really quick, since we're only 2 weeks in, if there's... I guess we're technically a full month in now, because I started week 2. If there's any, like, major changes here. Lashley, current 2-time champion. Bailey. Asuka. That is not Asuka. Is that a picture? Is that actually a picture of Asuka? I don't think that is. It looks like 40. No way. No way. Is R-Truth really a 40-time champion for the 24/7 title? No, I can't. No way. That does not sound right. Did this actually happen here? Were there this many changes between R-Truth and Mojo? I feel like there weren't. Jesus. Is he really a 40-time champ? I have to Google this right now. 24/7 championship. Is R-Truth a 40-time champion? Exception reigns. Fuck me. R-Truth has 42 reigns. as the 24/7 champion. I don't know what to say. What the fuck? My brain cannot wrap around that. He is a 40-time 24/7 champion. He's going to get to 100. He's going to be a 100-time champion. I have no words right now. That is bonkers. Mr. Brody Lee is the TNT champion. Mox is still the world champion. FTR is still the tag champions. Have there been any defenses? 2 successful defenses. Who have they defended against? Jurassic Express. 2 successful title defenses. Oh. What the fuck? We say viewed. Oh, this is history that I'm looking at here. Never mind. Never mind, chat. View defenses. Mox hasn't defended the title. Sheeta defeated Mel. Leva Bates. Wow. She's actually been defending it pretty frequently. She's performing very well. 2 view defenses. Defeated Adam Page and Jay Kiger and Orange Cassidy. Okay. Let's focus on our show. Let's focus on VC Dub. Okay, so show number 3. Once again, our only missing person is Maria. I was wondering, where's medical? Can I have him? No. I was wondering if I could have Maria get surgery to come back from the pregnancy faster. Not going to say anything other than that. I was just wondering if it was going to be an option, because a lot of the injuries, like, it doesn't really register. They don't make sense. So I was just wanted to see. Not trying to make any political statements or stances. Just genuinely wanted to see if that was an option. We're going to go back to the Melbourne Auditorium. Add another match. In the main event, we will have a number 1 contenders match. Actually, we'll have a few number 1 contenders matches here. Scoop Book Workers. Ben Carter. Brian Myers. Colin Delaney. Dan Dad. Heath Slater, we're going to give him a big win over... I guess not a big win, but we're going to give him a win over Simon Gotch. The Pope. Zicky Dice. John Silver. Mike Bennett. Have him get the win over Mike Bennett. 13 minutes. Heath Slater, open match. So we're going to do like a little one-night tournament here to crown the number 1 contender for the title. So on the other side, we're going to have No Way Jose go up against... We're going to have No Way Jose go up against Mike Bennett. And then that other match will be like the final. Mike Bennett, open match. Because if they're working like 10-minute matches, they can definitely work multiple matches in a night. Heath Slater, change that to... Oh, I was just going to change the match length to be a little longer. And we could have them tell a story. We could not have them tell a story. Let's have them actually go all out for the match. Just sucks that fucking Mike Bennett was a dud in his last match. Heath is not going to be listed. Have him go up against the heel. It will be... What in the ass was that? I don't think that was my dog. Someone's dog barked or coughed or did something. It was concerning as all hell. But it wasn't mine, so it'll be okay. John Silver, the Pope. Or Aiden English. We have him Aiden English to job out. Big Heath Slater getting a win. Open match. Aiden English. I think it's her woofing. I'm not sure. I'll be back, chat. Give me 1 sec. I just want to check on her. Alright, I'm back, chat. Mystery is solved. It was my dog woofing. So, she was just sitting over by the door woofing because my girlfriend was in the bedroom and didn't bring her in for some reason. So, she just wanted to be loved. Alright, so we will... Man, I feel like I haven't debuted everyone I want to debut yet. I've only been using a few people. You gotta integrate everyone slowly, I suppose. The Reckon are going to come in, and they're going to face Myers Matthews. 8 minutes. Acom. Do we have it be an open match, or do we just have them all out? Dominate. Acom and Razor are both going to dominate here. We'll have them go all out. 4 minutes. That's all we're going to give that match. And then I do need at least one more match. Who will it be? Hammerstone. Hammerstone has his weekly match. Feed him Greta this time. 3 minutes. Hammerstone. Domination. Decisive win. Okay, now we're going to fill it with angles, and we have, I think, more angles that we can work with this time. Vampiro, Pentagon, Overness, Microphone. Major success for both of them. Vampiro announces mini tournaments to find contender for Pentagon's title. And that will be the segment that kicks off the show. And then we immediately start said tournament. Add another angle. Is my Twitch thing busted? Because it says I have 2 viewers, but it only is showing 1 above me. So, Twitch might be broken this time. Cash Wheeler, Dax Hardwood. They're going to have a nice little promo. FTR cuts a promo on proving themselves the second best team of all time. The Rock and Roll Express, who are the second best team of all time, apparently now. That's a good later in the cards promo. The Pope. The Pope goes through the audience and wants to make someone famous. Oh, I wonder. What's that gonna turn into? We need that one to go there. Let's come down. I don't like the layout for changing matches and stuff here. The order of things. Brian Pillman Jr. Microphone. We'll have Jim Cornette be in there too. So it'll be more on entertainment than microphone for him. Cornette, none. Cornette interviews the debuting Brian Pillman Jr. Make that 5 minutes. I did not make this one 5 minutes, but that's a match. Okay. And then what? Oh my goodness, we still have 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes worth of angles. Nice. Ugh, another ad. Sorry guys, so many ads with the music. But it's okay because it's free music. I actually want to check because I feel like it's definitely bugging out. Channel. Because I'm supposed to be live on Twitch right now, yeah. Something's bugging out. I don't know what it is, but something's bugging out. Alright, whatever, chat. I don't know what's going on with it. It's buggy. That's how it goes. Orange Cassidy. This is going to bring joy to my heart. Jim Cornette would hate being a part of this company. So basically, we're going to have Jim Cornette interview Orange Cassidy, which would go terribly. And Orange Cassidy is just basically going to completely blow him off, just stand there with his hands in his pockets. And Cornette would fucking lose his mind. He would absolutely lose his mind. And I feel like that would just be great entertainment for the fans. The Warhorse. We're going to have Warhorse cut a promo. Warhorse is here in BCW to rule all the ass. If you don't know, that's his thing. That's not something I'm adding to the Warhorse. That is his probably most common line in promos, is that he rules ass. It's not just something I'm making up for the character. We're using Mike Bennett way too much. Isn't he like a star for our company? I thought. We did not add a storytelling match, so I guess... Can it be an all-out storytelling match? Interesting. We're going to find out. We're going to find out, chat. And then we have time for one more angle. This one's been really jam-packed with angles. Who should it be? Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, then Ross and Marshall. Von Erichs, look up to rock and roll. Plan on getting revenge for them. Hetem for them. So basically, the Von Erichs, they're from a legendary wrestling family. They have a lot of respect for the business, and they think FTR don't. So they are going to get revenge for them, essentially. Will happen at some point in the future, one would think. So we're going to run the show. Vampiro announces the mini tournament for tonight. Pentagon Jr.'s title will go, or the winner will get a title match with Pentagon Jr. Gets a 42. Great way to start the show. Vampiro and Pentagon Jr., in my opinion, are just such a natural fit together. I don't know why AEW hasn't done it. They probably don't want to bring in Vamp for some reason, but that's just... I get that Eddie Kingston's managing them very well, and he can talk, and he's great in his own right, but if you had Vampiro managing the Lucha Brothers, oh man, that would be so much better. That would be so good. Because right now you have Eddie Kingston managing the Lucha Brothers and the Butcher and the Blade, just like why he's managing all the teams that AEW has just completely forgotten about, and one of the best teams they have that's been forgotten about. Give them Vampiro, man. Give them Vamp. That little extra bit of star power. But regardless, 42 for that segment. Heath, Slater, and Aiden English got a 42 as well. Slater performed well. Aiden English performed okay. Gets the crowd hotter. 55 from the Pope, trying to make someone famous in the audience. The Rock and Roll getting respected by the Von Erichs gets 37. The Reckoning defeating Myers and Matthews gets a 33. Wow. Woof. The Reckoning are really good. Akam blows out his eardrum during the match, apparently, so that's a thing that happened. Myers and Cardona are Myers and Matthews. Why is it Matthews? I'm very confused. Did I set that to be Myers and Matthews? Should be Myers and Cardona. I don't know what happened there, chat. But Myers and Cardona performed well in their own right. That's fine with me. 33. Akam blew his eardrum out. Myers. Oh, Brian Myers' fault. How do you blow out an eardrum in a wrestling match? It's someone else's fault. That's so weird. It's very strange. I think the YouTube one might be broken. The YouTube one might be broken because now it says we have 4 viewers watching, but only 2 viewers listed above. 41 for the Warhorse is here in VCW to rule all the ass. Good promo from him. He's good at improvising dialogue. That's always nice. But that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. Mike Bennett defeats No Way Jose. So Mike Bennett moves on in the mini tournament. He's going to face Heath Slater in the main event, and the winner is going to face Pentagon Jr. for the next title match. 32 from Bennett, 24 from Jose. I'm really, really disappointed with the way Mike Bennett's performed in the ring. I really had higher hopes from him. If he's, I think he's like in his mid to late 30s, isn't he? If he was young 30s, I'd have time to develop him. But if he's mid to late, it might be over. Brian Pillman's interview with Jim Cornette gets a 54. Very, very happy with that one. Loose cannon gimmick gets over good. Hammerstone beating Grado gets a 23. Hammerstone 38, Grado 18. Orange Cassidy interviewed by Cornette. Just stands there with his hands in his pocket. Doesn't speak. Just gives a thumbs up. That gets a fucking 70. That is ridiculous. For the ratings we're putting out to get a 70 for this segment. But you know what? I would believe it. If it happened, I would believe it. That segment would go over so well. Because Cornette would play it so well because it would be genuine. FTR cuts a promo proving that they beat the... I can't English right now, apparently. FTR cuts a promo on proving themselves against the second best tag team of all time because they're now the first best. 50 for that one. Very happy with that. And Slater defeats Mike Bennett, 42 for that one, 41 for Bennett, 29, or 41 for Slater, 29 for Bennett. Speaking is hard, chat. Speaking is hard. I've been speaking almost nonstop for an hour and a half now. So, happy with that show. What do I think the show got? I haven't guessed what the show's gotten yet. And we've run 3 shows already. So, what do I think it's gotten? We did have the 70 segment, which was our best segment, but our main event, I don't think I did main event showcase. Or main event spotlight. So I'm going to say this show got a 54. 51. I was not close. 11. Regions. We increased our popularity in. I realized I just randomly said 11 without qualifying what I was saying 11 about. So I actually am going to check the YouTube stream real quick to see what's broke. Yeah. So the YouTube counter's broken. It's stuck at 1. When there's actually like 3 people watching right now on YouTube. So I don't know. I don't know why it never works. It just seems to never work. I've used it multiple times and it's just a dumb thing. I should just pull it down. Not like pull it down, but like just get rid of it. All right. So since we're getting more viewers in chat, I will just explain again. So we're running Vice City Wrestling. This is my new series. We're going to stream it every Friday. And what it is it's 2020, the real world right now, October. It was October, now it's November. 2020 mod, and we are running a 1980s WWF-inspired product where we got the larger-than-life characters, simpler matches, simple stories, things like that. Right now, I have absolutely no stories planned that I'm building on. I'm just kind of booking as we go. But I'm sure in future episodes, I'll sit down, think things out a little more, and have a plan coming in to get it done. We made $23,000 last month, but we're at $504,000. Math doesn't add up, even with taxes. That still doesn't. Performance. How are we down this month? Whoa. It's because that's why it's Monday of week 1. So our sponsorship income is really low to start with because it's only been 1 day so far. I had a heart attack. I was like, oh my God, are we just going to dip here? Are we just going to lose all our money? But no, we're good. We're good, chat. Creative, hidden gems. Nothing new. I don't know why I keep checking. I do want to bring in just a few people to job. However, wrestlers intention to hire can work in the USA. Male wrestlers, and we want a safety rating of at least 80, ideally, and a selling of at least 70. I just want to bring in like 5 or 6 jobbers that can lose to, bro. Aaron Epic too. We have another Nazi. How many Nazis are in this mod? What the shit? Alejandro says. As I was saying, I just wanted to bring in a number of job guys, mostly to job to Alexander Hammerstone, because I want to have him have that streak, but I don't want him to just burn through the entirety of my roster and then be like, well, no one could beat him, and now there's no one left. Caleb Conley. Better as a heel, really? Unmarketable. Huh. I don't know if Caleb Connolly would be considered unmarketable, but whatever. We'll do 3 appearances for Caleb Connolly. Shima's decently over. We'll do 1 appearance for Shima. Darren Young. Damn, dude. Poor Darren Young. We'll give him an appearance. He can be part of the streak. Jamie Rave. We'll job to face 2 times. John Gresham. John Gresham also unmarketable? Damn, dude. Levo Shapiro. 1 appearance. Job to a face. Solar. Pineapple Pete. Bro, we're going to bring in Pineapple Pete. He'll be a permanent part of the roster. I completely forgot about him. When I was initially going to set up the mod, I was going to bring in Pineapple Pete. Tyler Bate. Yikes. Tristan Archer. Another guy that'll come in for an appearance. Trick Davis. Rush. PJ Black. There's a babyface. Alright, he'll be a good one to job out to Hammerstone. A little bit further down the line, but he'll be a good job guy. Now we can start simulating the next show. We brought in a number of jobbers, which is what we're going to have to do, because when you have a roster that's this small, you can't afford to just, like, yeah. I'm just going to completely bury, like, 3 or 4 guys if I just use this roster. And I'm really happy that I was able to get quality wrestlers to job. Because those guys, like, having that level of safety and selling, number one, the selling is going to make whoever they're jobbing to look really good, but the safety, that's, like, it's just knowing that you have a safe worker and you're not going to hurt a guy you're trying to make into a star is going to be great. I think my girlfriend's ready for me to be done streaming. We have a little bit longer. Don't worry. Stream's going to be over probably after I book this show. That will have been 4 weeks in game, so I know we didn't finish out month number 2, but it works. So we have Alejandro Saez, Shima, and Shug Dunkerton. Shug D. Should we have him be Shug D or Pineapple Pete, boys? We're going to have him be Shug D, but we're going to have him have a Pineapple Pete gimmick. Slam McNasty. Jesus. Shug D. Shug D. He should have a Pineapple Pete. Alter ego. Ow. That's dumb that didn't have the picture. Sugar Dunkerton. Gimmick. Prepared gimmick. Pineapple Pete. I fucking love Chris Jericho for doing the whole Pineapple Pete thing. It's fantastic. Unique but safe. There's real no disposition for it. Pineapple Pete. All right, let's get to the next show. Pineapple Pete's gonna debut before half of my roster. Half of my stars, even. But I'm fine with that. It's gonna be worth it. Digging the music tonight, chat. It's just hitting a different note with me. I don't mean literally like it's hitting the same note for me that it's hitting with you guys, but it's I'm chilling, I'm vibing to this music, as the kids say. If you're not already, feel free to subscribe. I'd appreciate it. You know, it's always a nice thing. More subscribers, or follow if you're on the Twitch stream. Whichever you are, you can hit me up. And then below, like directly below me, that's my Twitter. If you want to go there, I tweet out when I'm going live, tweet out when the videos are. You know, it's a very useful thing to follow. So we got PJ Black, so now we got all our jobbers. I just have to make sure that they are of the right disposition. Faces, so Shug D is a face, PJ Black is a face, Darren Young is a face. One of the jobbers we hired, a few of the jobbers we hired did not go to the right disposition. We want Sayas to be a face. I'm not going to bother changing his gimmick because he's on like, what, a 1 or 2 appearance deal. We're going to keep Connolly as a heel. Shima? Better as a heel? Man, I really wanted Shima to have that match with. I guess we can have Shima have the match with Ben Carter. That would be a good one. More likely to take on a protege. Ooh, I like that about him. Jimmy Rave, Levi Shapiro. Better as a heel. We're going to have Levi Shapiro be a face, though. Because we wanted to get challengers. Just an Archer. Yeah, okay. We're good. We're going to run it. We're good. Advance to the next show. I'm excited. I like this mod. This is fun. It's simple, yet effective. Very, very fun mod to play. How you guys enjoying being in Vice City so far? There's some Vice City wrestling. I still can't believe that the YouTube view thing is just busted. Like, it works for 20 minutes, and then it just freaks out, which is really unfortunate. Because I remember the very first stream, it stayed at 0 the entire time, and there was definitely like 5 or 6 people watching on YouTube at one point, and it said 0. And I was like, oh man. Ah, jeez. Alex Kozlov's going to the Crash. Enzo Amore going to NWA. Akam is now fully fit. Sammy Callahan gets loaned to Beyond. What alliances are there? WWE, World Wrestling Network, IWG Conception. Can I apply to be here? I would love to be there and borrow some talent, but probably won't happen. Alright, let's go to the show. Let's get this last show booked. This will wind up being about a 2-hour episode, so I'm happy. Shima's injured. God bless America. I didn't realize that. Hilarious road stories from Matt Stryker. That's always good for the morale. I haven't checked the locker room morale yet. What is it like? Where is it? Backstage. I was looking for locker room for some reason. Akam and Brian Myers have some tension. We're not providing catering, which sucks. We're going to organize transportation and hotels, so try to take that off of the... There we go. That helps. So Akam and Myers need a little bit of meddling, it would appear. Meddle between Akam and Brian Myers. Positive? Okay. I want to try to work on their relationship because I don't want them to hate each other the entire time that they work in this company together. Oh, is one of these importance 21%? I see it now. I see why I was having us run other venues. We're gonna run Full Sail because we're not gonna fill Full Sail, but it does have importance as a venue, so might boost the show's rating a little bit. So, yeah, Pentagon Jr., we're not going to have that match yet. It'll be next week. Alejandro says he's going to face Hammerstone. He's going to be the most recent victim. It's going to be a 3-minute match. Hammerstone dominates. Decisive win. I want to go look at medical and see what's wrong with Shima. 35 days for a back injury. That sucks. I was going to put Ben Carter over him on this episode, so Ben Carter, like, in his singles debut, gets an explosive win, but damn. All right, so who do we have that's a recognizable heel that I can put him over? John Silver. All right. Yeah, John Silver is actually very decent in the ring. I brought him as a job guy, but he's actually going to be very good for the company.
It's YouTube Music. Download the app
Oh, man.
and get a trial of Music Premium on us. Restrictions apply.
Mouth and everything's just getting so dry from talking for so long. Worked crowd. Ben Carter going to win over John Silver. Oh, hey. Thank you for the follow. Emily is here _ Thank you. Means a lot. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Show exclude book workers. What do you think of the show so far? Exclude already booked. Should we have Pineapple Pete debut, boys and girl? Tim Storm is cool momentum. We'll have Warhorse wrestle again. So we're trying to build him up since apparently he's going to be a star. I feel like Warhorse, it looks cool. Thank you, thank you. Warhorse and Zicky Dice, I think, are going to be like my John Cena and Randy Orton. But they're both older. Or at least Zicky is. How old is Warhorse? He is 28. Okay, yeah, so they are both a little bit older. So we're going to have Warhorse go up against Jimmy Rave. Yeah, we'll have him face Jimmy Rave. Okay. We'll have them have a 12-minute match. The Warhorse. Open match. Not going to have him go all out. What will the main event be this week? That's a good question. Brian Pillman Jr.'s in-ring debut could be the main event. He's not over enough for that to be the main event, though. But that gives me the perfect opponent for Shug D's debut, Brian Pillman Jr. Open match. That'll be a good one. And then I really do need a solid main event. You should shortlist Calvin Tankman. He's awesome. I will make note to add Calvin Tankman to my shortlist. Haven't really seen his work, but I will definitely check him out. We got Grado. Grado's already debuted. Famous B hasn't. I keep filtering by gender on accident. Damn, what do we do for the main event? Let's look and see our stars. Just all the stars. Razor the Pope. The Pope could have a good match. We'll have Orange Cassidy wrestle in the main event. Orange Cassidy hasn't wrestled in a little bit. He will wrestle someone lower down on the card. But like an actual person, not a job guy. He will wrestle Simon Gotch hasn't wrestled yet, so we'll have him wrestle Simon Gotch. Right? Yeah. That'll work. 14 minutes for Orange Cassidy. Open match. Basically, Massive Indie Worker was featured on the Collective Weekend most recently. Okay. I'll check him out after stream. Take your word for it that he's cool. Well, I guess we're good for matches now. Now we can add other things. Pentagon, yeah, we'll do this. Microphone, overness, the usual. Vampiro promo on Heath. The Young Boomer, how's it going, man? How was your stream today? I wound up not watching the whole thing. I got pretty busy at work. I watch Twitch streams while I work from home, so hope it was going good for you. Looked like you were having some fun today. Vampiro promo on Heath Slater. So if there's anyone that's like just joining, we're doing VCW, and it's I don't know why I just lost the words. It's basically a 2020 version of an old WWF 80s style product. So it's actually been very fun so far. This is going to be the last show that we're booking tonight, though. So stream's probably going to be over about 5 or 10 minutes once we get this show run. Ziggy Dice. Microphone. I know I said I wasn't going to do events, but I think I might change my policy on that soon. Warhorse. He's going to be his overness, maybe? Just entertainment. General entertainment. Ziggy Dice says his sights are set on Warhorse. Calvin beat recently retired Eric Stevens last month for the BLP title, but lost it to Jake something. See, I'm not super well versed in indie wrestling, so like I know the names. I know I've heard Eric Stevens before. I know I've heard Jake something before, but I've never actually seen them wrestle. So I don't. And that's another thing with TEW is if I don't know someone's gimmick at like a basic level, I don't feel super comfortable booking them. So that's kind of a hard thing for me with some of the guys I have now. Like Warhorse, I don't know his gimmick really well. I've seen a few videos, and so like I'm not really sure how they'd react in some situations. But when it's something like this, when it's not like my long form YouTube series, when it's just streaming and I'm just writing the quick angles, I feel a little bit more comfortable with it. I don't have to be as specific, so I'll definitely take a look at Calvin Tankman. Listen, I'm actually gonna write it down. Calvin Tankman. Okay. 72 minutes left on the show. The Revival have to be on the show, of course. It's Cash, Dax, microphone. Both of them major success, but we'll script them. FTR say they heard the one. Eric's talking shit and want a piece of them. So that sets up our next title match for that. Oop, I moved that too far. What do we got here? If you're watching Impact lately, Jake something is part of the Deaners is Jake. That's why I know him. I was gonna book Impact a while ago too, and the Deaners were gonna be part. I remember when Cody Deaner was a solo act back when he debuted. So when I saw the Deaners, I was like, oh man, he's got a tag team partner now, and that's why I know the name Jake something. Okay, I haven't been watching lately, but I know the Deaners are a thing. Them boys, FTR, amen. Love FTR. They're genuinely like watching, not really their AEW matches. That's a sad thing. I have not seen a single AEW FTR tag team match, which I regret, but also don't regret, because their body of work in NXT was so phenomenal. They are my favorite tag team I've ever watched, just based off of that NXT run, that I don't know if I can really ever watch them in AEW, because I don't like the style that AEW runs in ring, and I know they've really forced FTR to conform more to their style than run their classic Southern style, and so I don't know if I want to see that.
Switch apps without pausing your music.
Heath
Upgrade
Slater.
free for 1 month and listen uninterrupted.
Heath Slater says he is taking the BCW title from Pentagon. Jake Something's your air wrestler, but hasn't really been fully utilized in Impact. He'd be an amazing world champion, honestly. I didn't see too much of FTR and AEW, but I liked FTR versus the best friends from the most recent Dynamite. I've seen little clips here and there on Reddit. I usually get my little recaps from Reddit, watch just important clips. But, you know, I've seen flashes of their style in it working in AEW, but I've also seen flashes of them having to do the AEW style and just sitting there waiting for dives, and that's just not not the style that made them successful. And so I get why they would sign with AEW, because it's the biggest competition in America, at least, outside of WWE, and they can pay them. But, man, I really hope they go to New Japan as well. I would love to see them wrestle in New Japan. That would just be fantastic. Let's see. Who else do we have? Shane Douglas. Alexander Hammerstone. Microphone. Entertainment. Major success on both their behalf. Says he is the real franchise, but the FTR and Noah. That's another thing. I haven't watched Noah, so I know Noah's supposed to be good, but I haven't watched them. What I would actually genuinely love to see, at least in AEW, if they can get things together and change the product some, is I think FTR would be a really good pairing in a stable with Pac. Like, if you're building a new Horseman stable, I would say if you can't get MJF, which I think he should be a solo act, I would say for the 4 Horsemen, it would be fantastic. Like, the great wrestling, everything. If you had Hangman Page, Dax Hardwood, Cash Wheeler, and Pac, that would be a phenomenal 4 Horseman stable. The third and fourth. So it's obvious that FTR would be in a 4 Horseman stable, and a lot of people are saying Cody would be the third. That 4th Horseman spot is just so up for debate, because a lot of people say, well, the next logical choice would be Shawn Spears, because he's already managed by Tully Blanchard, but he's such a joke. Like, all 4 Horsemen are supposed to be legit. Like, this is supposed to be a main event level stable, and Shawn Spears is still a comedy act, low mid card guy. I can't see it. So unless they bring in someone else who's like a really, really solid wrestler, I would love to see Hangman in it, or Pac. He's the real franchise, but Hammerstone is the next franchise. So this is going to be the point at which Shane Douglas starts to manage Alexander Hammerstone, just in an attempt to try to help him get over a little more and a little quicker, because Hammerstone is going to be like Hammerstone, cornerstone of the company. Noah is great in the mid-2000s, but absolutely not the same since the death of Misawa. Yeah, Misawa dying in the ring is, any wrestler dying in the ring is rough, but that's really gotta, when it's your biggest star, man. Oh man, I can't imagine. We have one last angle here. It's gonna be Mitchell with Akam and Razor. Entertainment. No. Menace. Microphone. No one gets scripted in this one. Why'd the music stop? Ricky Starks will be cool to see in the stable, but he's also fine as a single act. Oh my God. How did I not think of it? Zicky Dice. I want Zicky Dice in the 4 Horsemen. I want them to sign Zicky Dice to put him in the 4 Horsemen. That dude would be fantastic. Fantastic. He is the best, in my opinion, outside of Cody, he is the best 80s style throwback wrestler. His gimmick is better than Cody's, though. I will 100% give him that. The Reckoning is is upon us, says James. Yeah, that's one thing that I did like about the whole COVID lockdown, everything, was I was able to just sit down and like watch through basically all of the NWA stuff that had happened up and through like March. I missed, I think, Hard Times. I didn't pay for Hard Times, but everything else, very impressive. Noah got good stars in those guys. It's been interesting. Cool to see them partner with AEW or ROH again. Yeah, I think that that might be something in the post-COVID era that we see, is these connections with companies again, but you're not really going to see a lot of partnerships at the moment because international travel is so hectic. That's why like a lot of AAA guys haven't been in AEW, because and the Lucha Brothers just recently came back. They haven't been there for a while because international travel is so limited right now, but that would definitely be something cool, is the return of wrestling exchange programs. The Reckoning, where's that promo gonna go? I hate having to line this shit up. It's so difficult sometimes. It's gonna go very early on in the show, between the War Horse and John Silver matches. Booking. Unless we're not. Okay, so we need a storytelling match. Now will be Pillman and Shug D. Storytelling. Oh, it's right there. I'm blind, chat. Either way, it'd be awesome to see them work in the Tokyo Dome. That would be, yeah. Tokyo Dome is very. Oh man, I can't imagine Imagine an AEW New Japan Super Show, or an AEW versus New Japan Super Show in the Tokyo Dome. I feel like that's definitely something that can happen like 5 to 10 years down the line, because even then, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega are still going to be like big names in Japan. Like that's going to be Chris Jericho when he came back in 2007 or 2008. That it would be similar, except you've got like a whole stable of Chris Jerichos. That would be literally insane. All right, we're going to start the show, and this is going to be our last one. Vampiro promo on Heath Slater, coming for the championship. It's not going to happen, kid. You're not going to win. 45. Next one, not great match. Ben Carter defeats John Silver, 31. Silver, 37. Carter, 21. Carter was off his game, so that's good. I tried to work the crowd in the second segment. I fucked up. That's my fault. James Mitchell underperformed and struggled going off. Wow. I'm going to say press X to doubt. Like, James Mitchell is one of the best promos in the business still. That's a shitty rating. 43. It's all right. It's funny, since start of 2010s, DDT has been the only promotion tour. Outside New Japan. Well, I mean, you got to have, like, a lot of confidence, and you got to be able to sell a lot of tickets. I mean, look at the USA. Since, like, 2000, AEW, not even AEW, just the AEW guys before they formed AEW were the only ones outside of WWE to sell a 10,000 seat arena out. And now AEW's done it, but like it had not been done for almost 20 years. It's just the market. Like there's one giant. New Japan is the Japanese equivalent of WWE. That's something we don't really think about, not living there. I'm assuming you don't live there, but all right, back to the game. Warhorse defeated Jimmy Rave in 12-27, 37, 36 from Warhorse, 24 from Jimmy Rave. Ziggy Dice challenges Warhorse. Warhorse did not do well without a script to follow. That's because Ziggy Dice is just so fantastic. Ziggy Dice is just so good that he threw Warhorse off his game. 47 for that segment. Hammerstone beats Sayas, 22. Sayas gets an 18. Yuck. Also, the DDT thing was a non-crowd match between... Oh, it was a non-crowd match in the Tokyo Dome? That's ridiculous, because they probably had to pay a shitload to rent out the Tokyo Dome just for a non-crowd match? Jeez. So this cools the crowd some. But they get back into it when the franchise Shane Douglas comes out, and he's going to start managing Alexander Hammerstone. That's good. About that didn't have much heat in Turbo Wrestling. Pillman defeats Shug D with a Tornado DDT. Oh, no. Pineapple Pete gimmick got poor. Oh, sad face. All right, Shug D. Shug D gets lost. Brian Pillman Jr. wins his debut. 35 for the match. FTR promo 49. They want the Von Erichs. A lot of cameos between people. One of them being Aja Kong. That's fun. Orange Cassidy defeats Simon Gotch. 13-33. 55 for that match. Orange Cassidy benefited from having a hot new move. What is Orange Cassidy's hot new move? Said it last time. What is his hot new move? He doesn't have one. That Superman elbow thing is not a new move, and it's not hot. 55. 50 for the promo from Heath Slater on Pentagon Jr. Happy with that one. And the show ends here. What do I think it got? Well, our best promo was a 50. Our best match was a 55. I'm going to split the difference and call it a 52. I think this is I think I've done it before, but this is the first time that I can remember that I hit it on the fucking head, chat. Got the 52. Just poke someone in the chest and the crowd goes wild. Basically, fucking Orange Cassidy, man. I don't understand how he is so over. I don't understand why I like Orange Cassidy. I like Orange Cassidy when I'm watching, and then afterwards I go, man, that was fucking stupid. And I don't get why I like him so much. It gets an 11. So we're going to check out the viewership, and then I think that's going to be it for the stream tonight. It has been going on for quite some time, chat. Just about 2 hours for stream, so I think it's a pretty good time. Let's the VOD not be too long for people who weren't able to be here. Happy with that. Very happy with that. New Japan extension rumor? Don't know who that is. Shane Douglas, Warhorse just doesn't get it. Yeah, but he's a future star, so gotta keep him. 47,207. How does that viewership compare? I feel like we're gonna have a hard time growing our audience. We just have inconsistent shows so far. So we had 47.6, 45.2, 47.4, and 47.2. Which doesn't make sense because this one was better than that one. Maybe because the star power was lacking? I don't know. Well, we'd have a lot more people on this show. So, who knows, chat? But that is going to be the end of the first episode of Vice City Wrestling. Make sure you tune in against... I can't speak. Make sure you tune in again next Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will be streaming episode 2 of Vice City Wrestling. We'll be continuing it. We might have our first event. We will have actual storylines that are well thought out and established. So I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. And it's been a good time. I will let you guys know. Follow me on Twitter. I'll let you guys know if I'm going to be streaming any other mods in between now and next Friday. I'll also be tweeting out when the stream goes live next Friday. Also be tweeting out when my AEW videos drop. So all important things to follow. All the links at the bottom. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a lot of fun, and I will see you guys